Yeah, my brother. Look after yourself. Cheers to the stories of the Bitcoin banders. I'll see you soon. Thank you guys so much for this. I do really appreciate it.
Don't worry. We're just trying to, you know, be useful.
Like, more than.
Whatever way we can. They have sent us away everywhere we ask. Like, we try to volunteer in I don't know how to say it. Some volunteering center.
Yeah.
They send us away because they have too many people, you know, too many volunteers, and they even send us away in the blood center because, well, they have enough blood right now.
Okay, good. Some dear friends of mine have driven me to the border. Well, dear friends that I've met only a few hours ago, but they're so lovely. There's thousands of abandoned cars, and I guess people waiting to get on buses to get up there. So we'll see. It's been a very long trip so far. I've a lot of guilt for leaving, but a lot of the other journos are pulling out. It's probably my time being solo here to rock and roll. The snow's pretty coming in, the temperature's plummeted, and there's a lot of people in this line, and this isn't even at the border yet. This is still about 9 kilometres out and waiting on getting some level of transit. We'll see. Very few media has actually come across properly here. Just been bugged out early or staying bunkered down in Kiev. But a lot of them are trying to get out. They've been contacting me on ways, but a lot of the embassy staff there, it's a bit late if their journos actually get out. There are volunteers here who will set up like tea and coffee and warm soup and handing out blankets to anyone with kids because it is very cold. You can just see just behind me they're handing out blankets to the kids because it's very cold and the wait's here. So yeah, but these volunteers are doing such an amazing job. I've seen them all over the country. Today I've travelled about 3 hours, and it's just, people here are fucking incredible. Like, they drove me here for free for 3 hours. I tried to give them my money. I said, I'm not going to use this again. I won't be back to Ukraine for a while. And they're like, no, you can't pay. So it speaks volumes of people in this country, as how loving and caring they are, and how much they'll look after themselves, look after each other and look out for each other. It's just incredible. It's something I wish I saw more of at home.
Чай, каву, 10 минут на це вам. На чай, на каву. Їдемо, дівчата і діти.
Заходьте сильніше, вставайте. Заходьте далі, сильніше вставайте.
Я вийду зараз. Ні, ми зараз остановку.
So every 15 or 20 minutes there's a bus come, you just pile in the back, of course, women and children first, as it should be, taken to the border. I was told, even as just an Australian passport holder, that I may still have some problems just being a young male everywhere. It's definitely a bit of a traumatic experience for some people. And the panic does set in when, you know, the buses are getting full. You know, cold, buses are getting full, and you see people start to panic and getting on. But it's a country in war. Right, so this is the Polish border. There's volunteers here serving food and drink. It's a bit of a rough bus ride, not because of anything other than seeing, you know, families together just with the backpacks on their back. There's thousands of cars being evacuated, but at least the people here, the people getting across are safe. I can't even imagine how hard it must be to pack your entire life into a backpack and put a little backpack on your kids with the entirety of their life in it. I can't imagine how difficult that must be, but at least they're safe once they cross this border into Poland. Hoping I don't have too many issues, but Australian passport holder only. Even if you're a dual citizen, you know, Australian, Ukraine passports, whatever. Like if you married, say, a Ukrainian girl, or males can't leave. So be concerned about a friend of mine who I think is dual citizenship and only by by partnership, and may not be able to leave. But this line is just crazy. I just hope people move slow and just take it easy. Yeah. A couple here just got told that her husband can't cross and that he has to stay and she can go after already the ordeal of what it's been. And I think you can imagine the amount of emotion that would be going through both of them, and that through myself as well, seeing this. Yeah, you know, it's incredibly difficult to see. You know, you don't know what's going to happen to the cities after this, and to get here with your significant other and then get told basically straight away, or not straight away, after 4 or 5 hours of waiting, no, you'd have to go back into an active war zone, and that she can cross into safety into Poland. It's tough to see, and I can't imagine what they're going through, and my heart goes out to them and all the other people that have gone through this. We've moved into these heated tents. It's one of the problems, you don't speak the language of either side here, but we've moved into these like heated tents, and then from here we'll move apparently 10-15 minutes and then cross the Polish border for passport check. Not 100% sure, but there's a lot of food and water here and it's warm, so that's good for people. But all the men getting turned around, and there's soldiers here on border guards helping the women and children move through. It stands out a lot, and I feel a bit guilty being a male here. There's very, very few men, very few males, so I stand out a bit, and being the first name, I feel a little bit guilty and a bit, yeah. Will say as well, the job the Polish are doing on the border is fantastic, with looking after the children whose father may not be here, serving food and water, and being kind, and it's fairly amazing and brilliant to see. You know, 2 countries absolutely come together, and I'm sure, you know, if anything happened here, these guys would be right in the fucking fight as well. They've given us some chai tea. Lovely. Something's going on, but I can't understand the language anyway, so I'm just going to follow the crowd. Now, I've got all night. I have nowhere to stay tonight. I've got no plans on the side of this border. It was a very last minute decision, so I'll probably be sleeping somewhere, maybe on the streets, and then I'll sort it out tomorrow, because I don't have a SIM card for this side of the border. I don't have anything, so I can't really book online or get around. So I'll just hang loose and see. It's not too, like, it's cold, but it's not like death cold, so it should be alright. We'll see. I'm going to say that now we are going to get our passports checked to actually immigrate in. Don't know, but at least we're moving somewhere on the way. Bit of movement, warm up. A lot of kids are crying. I think the mums are trying to get them warm. There are warm tents. They're packed. So we'll see. I know the footage of this camera is not brilliant compared to my other one, especially at night, but I'm not that keen with the panic to pull out some expensive gear here. I'm very careful too about at these mix of foreign intelligence. You got to remember that this is the biggest thing going in the world at the moment. There's foreign intelligence fucking everywhere. We've also had some close calls, I think, as well. So thank God we're on this side of the border now. A little bit less, but still don't want to get in strike with the camera and whatever. There was some some Ukrainian soldiers looking at me like, what the fuck is he doing across the border? So I had to show, you know, my passport to show I'm Australian, because even dual citizenship holders can't leave. Yeah, but luckily I got through. I'm officially in Poland now. Haven't immigrated yet. This will probably be the slow part, but that's alright. I'm hanging back, letting these people go first, because you know, these people are fleeing a country. I chose to come here as a tourist, you know, and take some photos and stuff. I'm not fleeing, I'm choosing to leave. Yes, these people are choosing as well, but you know, who am I to step in front of someone here, especially because it's mostly women and children. So I've met an absolutely beautiful family, but I think my beard is interesting the children a little bit too much. Sorry? Internet. 100%. A Polish soldier gave me this. Don't know. I think it's like a jam donut. I know, trying to lighten my own mood at the moment because it's a bit difficult. I'll see if it's any good. No. Sorry, I realised I was talking about the fire brigades here, as well as the army and the border guys from Poland. I guess one is crowd control, but two, serving hot soup, blankets, pushing prams, you know, helping out where they can, and you know, serving food to people that need it, and looking after the people on this side. I still have no idea. I don't have internet here, so I have no idea what I'm doing once I cross this border. It's pretty late at night and it's fucking pretty cold. I don't actually really know what even the next town is. I'm not really sure where I am, so, and I guarantee with all these people crossing, there's not going to be one hotel, one Airbnb anywhere near the border. So I'll see if there's like a midnight, it's later than that, I'll see if there's like a early morning train or something I can get, maybe to the capital. Maybe put a post on Instagram and see if anyone follows me lives in Poland to stay with for a day or something. But I slept pretty well last night, so we'll see. It's going to be, it is what it is, and I can't complain. There's plenty of people in Ukraine at the moment in a fucking trench somewhere or behind something getting fought at by one of the world's superpowers. There's a lot of kids look at me, and it's because I have a beard. Not many people have beards here, other than really Santa and or a priest have beards. And I catch them looking at me, and they like look away, like, oh, and I'll like make a face or something at them. And you know, I've had a lot of interactions today, because it's all women and children here, you know, with kids, where I've been like, I caught them staring, and they'll like look away, and then I'll laugh and make a face, and like back and forward making faces at each other, and you know, smiling and having a giggle together and something in this, and it's been really fun. And I met a guy before who I was holding his pram for him, and his whole family, who's introduced me to his whole family of 7, and his little daughter was just staring at my beard, like couldn't believe it. And I was waving at her, like hello, and she was waving at me, and her sister was sort of showing her, you know, like say hi, like speaking some English, and all she wanted to do was touch my beard. And next thing, she's little tacker. Next thing, she's like full in the beard, like touching my beard, like what is this? But yeah, I'm just trying to be as happy as I can. But I think on the outside, I'm happy. But it's pretty real if you're here. You know, he's the only guy that I've sort of seen and met here. That I think is Ukrainian. I'm not really sure. He didn't speak any English, but otherwise it's all women and children here. And you know, dad's off somewhere potentially fighting or going to be fighting, and it gets real. And you know, these kids have little backpacks on, and little Spider-Man or Batman backpack, or a little princess backpack or something, with their whole fucking life in it. Like, you know, and mum and dad are carrying a pram with 2 kids or a little baby or something, and it's fucking like, I'm trying to just be like, you know, as good as I can at, you know, being happy for them and whatever, but like, it's fucking hard, man. It's getting late, and I think people are just getting very fucking desperate and just going for it now, pushing through, trying to just Yeah. I sort of feel like we're through, we're on Polish land. Settle the fuck down. At this point, nothing's gonna happen. I think it's just late and people are tired. I'm fucking tired. It's not the easiest checkpoint to get through, but no one really knows what the hell to do. Like we've lined up about 10 times and gone nowhere. Just in the same lines, with people pushing shit through. But everyone in Polish security is lovely. They haven't sorted this out at all. Like put up some tape or something so people saying like a single file, not just a bunch pushing through one door. Because then you get people rocking up 3 hours later and getting straight through. The wonderful Polish volunteers gave us coffee and then wouldn't stop giving me food. They're like, have this and have this. I was like, oh, that's it. So I've got about 5 kilos worth of food in my bag now because they would not stop giving me chockies. I'm like, oh, I don't really know what this is. I can't read the wrapper. And they're like, you need this. It's Polish. So now I've got everything and a coffee, so that's good. One of the Polish volunteers told me I need to go see some army gentlemen over here and they will take me to some point. I don't know. They'll take me to some point and then from there apparently it's there you can get a train or a bus or somewhere everywhere, but it's late now and I don't think there's going to be much running, but we'll see. Apparently there are then some like transport to like Warsaw, which is the capital and whatever, so that'd be lovely if we could do that. I've met a friend, Roman, you'll see him in a second. I've made a friend and he needs to go to Warsaw as well for a flight. He's a movie producer, so we're going to kick off from here together. It's all about making friends when you travel. This is why you travel, is to make friends. Next to all the water, they even have a big box full of children's toys. Because, well, one, this is traumatic for kids, and I guess a lot of their toys would have got left behind. So the Polish have supplied boxes of toys for kids, and that's just something beautiful. Like this kid has his new... Well, he threw one of them, but he has a brand new Mickey Mouse toy, and I bet that's some level of calming. I really appreciate it. Oh. I might need a fork, or does this have a fork in it?
Okay.
Almost forgot to get a fork. Thank you so much. Have a nice night. Everybody meet Roman, my new friend who we met when they stole our passports. He's a filmmaker making a movie for Armenia, so
yeah,
go watch that.
We're stuck here, so I don't know.
But we're gonna get to Warsaw together somehow. And then somehow I'm gonna find out your movie title and plug the fuck out of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Be epic. So I'm pretty sure it's a firefighter, but he's finding a bus for us.
Okay.
Is this the fire brigade? I think the fire brigade is... Dude. What the fuck? I saw the fire hoses in the back and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? It's happening. Oh, we're getting to Warsaw. We've got lights and sirens, bro. We're fucking mad. Okay, so we're not going with the fire guy anymore because we had to go. He was taking us to like a staging point and then on, but there's another guy sort of heard it, like another Polish gentleman, and he was like, oh, I'll sort you out, come with me. So we're waiting on them to get a car, but we're not really sure what the go is because, you know, rightfully so, it's women and children first, but Roman has to catch a flight at 2 PM tomorrow, so we might be cutting it a little bit close if we're at the dead back of the line. So if we can get a private vehicle or something, it might be a bit easier, but of course we won't jump in on the volunteer vehicles taking everyone else, so we'd never do that, but we'll see how it goes. I can't believe only 150 metres that way in 8 hours is the Ukrainian border, and then maybe 100, oh, actually way less, maybe 70 kilometres Lviv, where anything could be happening right now. We're so lucky. So we found a guy, one of the volunteers, with his personal vehicle is willing to take me and Roman and another person all the way to Warsaw. The volunteers are incredible.
Yeah.
It also helps there's a really nice Merc. Wait, so only vinyl? You're giving us vinyls? No pride.
Only vinyls, no pride.
That's fucking sick. Let's get a drink
Check
tomorrow.
on Instagram. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.